All right, Shalom. First and foremost, for a start, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Give Millstone, the men who teach and rule well, and peace and citations be unto you, full of Akim, your brothers, that also push out this word in truth, sincerity, and in faith. All right, and let's go on in this video. I'm just going to be getting out some scriptures, starting off with the Psalms of the 10th chapter. All right, and also I want to bring out an article concerning the whole the vaccine. All right, because as of right now, I think it was yesterday. All right, I think every single Northern Virginian received a certain notification telling people that now 16 years old and up can receive the vaccine, or they can now receive the jab. You know, so it's going to be bringing out certain scriptures, and the Lord will also bring out an article that caught my attention. All right, so this is Psalm chapter 10, verse 8. It says, "He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor." All right, and just like that, that's what we're starting off with, man. All right, and Lojun, that's also the title, man. This is a part of his net. All right, because when you keep reading, all right, it says he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. All right. Now, obviously, when you think of the word net, you think of immediately other synonymous things that is associated with what? Catching someone. All right, a trap, a snare, or a net in this case. All right. And that's literally really what's been going on really this whole past year, or ever since this whole pandemic started, man. All right. It's just a whole catch. All right, playing on people's fears, or ultimately leading up to something big. All right, which of course it has to be leading to what? Revelations, the 13th chapter. All right, the RFID microchip, man. All right, this is a major prophecy of the end days, man, that has to occur. And you best believe, like the apostles have said on down, all right, this is most definitely a prelude, all right, to that. All right, and the reason why is because it's a smooth transition. All right, you do need something that can play on people's minds, all right, because ultimately, every other American, all right, every other Babylonian, all right, including our people, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right, even they know that we're not the most dumbest people here on earth, all right. So what they need reasons, all right, and ultimately you have the devil playing on their fears, all right. So real quick, I'm just gonna be reading off an article here. This is off of Fox, all right, Fox 5 Washington, all right. It says, this is the title: Fairfax County to open new mass vaccination site. Virginia sends COVID-19 vaccine reminder alerts. All right, which that is exactly what really any other brother that's that resides in that area have received that same notification. All right, that second phase, if you will. All right, for now, certain youngins, youngins in that age order are to receive this vaccine. All right. Now, if you keep reading in the article, it even tells you about how they quote unquote have mass community vaccination centers, all right, in and around the DMV, or Salaki, just in Northern Virginia, all right. 16 years old and upward, man. All right, even giving you a number to call, basically making sure that you're able to get your hands on this vaccine as soon as possible. All right, back onto the scriptures. Of course, that is way off, man. All right. I know here in Group Millstone, we don't teach that, man. All right, to just follow along with the enemy. Brothers have made videos on this before. All right, and the reason I'm making this video is just to harp on to that point. All right, how what Esau, Edom, all right, the devil that the Bible speaks of is pushing this out. All right, showing you that ultimately his plans are what's being set in motion. All right, the wheels are turning. All right, the wind is blowing, man. All right, things are happening. All right. As a matter of fact, it might have been last week, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been last week. You had the Pentagon talking about installing detecting chips, man, microchips, literal microchips that can be implanted in your body, man. All right, for surveillance. All right, for against this pandemic, man. So what do you think that's about? As a matter of fact, that's why when you read Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse, it says this. All right, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You see? And that immediately also reminds me of what? Job, the 14th chapter, I think it's around verse 2. All right? How about what? This devil's days are determined. All right? And ultimately, it's really the Most High who has them in his net. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai has Esau in his net and his way of thinking. All right? Ultimately. All right? So what? So it's the Most High orchestrating it. All right? Behind the scenes. Okay, but we understand that ultimately that this devil is setting this up really for the elect. Right? In these end times, man. All right? And we also made mention about this in the Nick of Thine Enemies Camp DC. All right? How essentially this net is basically that, man. That's the intent of the wicked. All right? To destroy the nation of Israel, man. All right? So how wicked is that? You know? That this devil is still better up to this point. All right? That perpetual hatred that as the scriptures say about it, man. You know? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 59 and 3. It says, "For your hands are defiled with blood, and your fingers with iniquity. Your lips have spoken lies, your tongue hath muttered perverseness." All right? You see? So what? It's ultimately no holding back with this devil, man. All right? Putting all manner of having all types of tricks up his sleeve. All right? For the majority of our people, really, you know, as they have been saying in these past few months. All right, literally listing, well, not literally, but telling you, all right, in front of your face that, the tribes, or the nation of Israel, all right, is in dire need of this vaccination, man. Labeling us as the major victims, or us being more so subject, having a higher chance to be subject to this pandemic, man. All right. Now, how could that be? And that's why in the near future, all right, the top 10, not top 10, the top tool that they're gonna end up using is what? Ultimately, it has to be the RFID microchip, man. All right, it has to be. All right. When the scriptures talk about in Revelations the 13th chapter that causeth, all right, what do you think that causeth has to be? All right, it has to be that great event. All right. I wouldn't say catastrophic. All right. There's something into where what people are in dire need. All right, the scriptures speak about famine. All right, smiting Egypt with plagues, and we know that this is indeed the new spiritual Egypt, right? The place of Israel's captivity. All right, us being the captives, and that's why his tongue has muttered perverseness. All right, spoken lies to our people, man. All right, not only are they telling you about a false danger, all right, an imminent danger, but also giving you a false solution. All right, fraud, man. All right, the scriptures tell you that this man is a complete fraud, and that ultimately his best interests don't align with our interests, man. All right, straight up. That's why when you read in actually that's why I get it. The scriptures tell you to never trust thine enemy. All right, and that's why Psalms, what's that? I think it's Psalms 83, Psalms 84. It gives you the whole list of nations, man. All right. And who is listed amongst those nations, man? All right, it's the elite adversary, man. All right, Esau, Edom. All right, him being, of course, the ruler of this place, and he's the one that's pushing it out. All right, there's no bars with this man. All right, he even tells you up front in his face. At this point, because everyone has heard at least of either the mark of the beast or the RFID microchipping, man. All right, transhumanism, nanotechnology, all this garbage, man. All right, this is all part of his craft. All right. Verse 4, it says, "None calleth for justice, nor any pleadeth for truth. They trust in vanity and speak lies. They conceive mischief and bring forth iniquity." All right, and what is iniquity ultimately? All right, sin upon sin, of course. All right, and that's also part of his intent, man. Part of his nets, his snares, his traps. All right, to get ultimately Israel to be in there. All right. Having our people with the poor, right, in him being to try to cast the poor into that net, trying to draw him into that trick bag, with all these things that are going on, all right. And whether people don't trust in it or they do, all right, they're still going to be caught up, all right, because ultimately the scriptures talk about there being a culling, all right, a mass righteous slaughter, so to speak. So either way, Israel will be caught up in the majority. The majority of Israel will be caught up in that net, man, which is ultimately gonna eventually be what a judgment from those thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, when they're down with the image of the beast, and take his mark. All right. All right, and consent onto taking the RFID microchip, man, in the near future. All right, first it's with this vaccine, and then it's with the microchip, man. All right. Recently, there's I told some brothers about it. There's a show on HBO Max. All right, there's a show called Made for Love, okay, which I think is a romantic, either romantic comedy or a drama. All right, where it literally it's about a doctor, all right, of some kind that's in love with this woman and literally implants a microchip into her, man. All right, for surveillance, you know. So what putting these shows out there, he just shows you about how this thing is real, man. You know, because you still have other people now believing that the chip is the mark, and it's something else that it's just not true. You know, this, that, and the third. All right, but we know what it is, man. All right. You know, we bring forth the truth, and we also we tell our people as a warning, all right, to not trust in this man. All right, if you look for justice, as I said in verse 4, if you're pleading for truth, all right, how can you trust in this man? All right, the same devil that what is this speaks lies, you know, or in the middle is in what, vanity, and bring forth iniquity, and that's why, of course, I got it right here. Actually, this is Sirach chapter 12 and 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." I'm going to keep reading. It says, "Though he humbleth himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away." All right. So what? Take good heed and beware of him, and be circumspect. All right. The same man that has done all types of atrocities towards the nation of Israel in the past, this is the same man today. All right, it's the same devil that we know and hate. All right, and this man won't change. But that's why we have to take good heed, and mostly take heed to the men of the Lord. Because ultimately, it's the men, all right, that have the word, and also the stern warning from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and we tell you ultimately to remain with that integrity. All right, be circumspect. All right, the things that these people, all right, that these devils are pushing out. All right. And I remember when even receiving that notification, it came off as a Amber Alert type notification. You know, like, get this now. This is top priority. All right. So what do you think that's all about, man? All right. That's gonna lead to nothing but to your utter destruction, man. All right. So again, that's why to never trust an enemy. All right, but to take good heed, man. Beware of him. All right, and remember to trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, and to not be drawn onto his net, man. All right, because nothing can come forth. Nothing good can come forth from this guy, man. All right, a loose cannon. All right, but that's pretty much all the scriptures I had. It was just a quick video. Hey, those ones was edifying. So with that, I want to close out by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Again, liberal honors to the apostles and elders of Gemolstone, the men who teach and rule well. And peace and salutations be unto your fellow Akim, your brothers, that also push out this word in truth, sincerity, and in faith. And with that, I want to say Shalom.